Everybody, welcome to Monty After Dark, where it's dark somewhere in the world. Anyway, let's talk about many things. Leanie Bowl thinks Dee Dee won't let her in apartment, which kind of makes sense. She's very back and forth, hot and cold, is she? Repeating cycles within cycles within cycles. Lori says Dee Dee not allowing her to stay the night anymore is all part of the scheme to get Foodie to get Natter his own apartment. Well, let's talk about that. Hey there, Trippin. Hey there, Gemini. Hey there, Shari. Ivana, what is up? We also have Val loves J, Magulator, Dem Kate. Hey there, Desiree, Okie Doll, Fresh Flowers, Keeks, Lainey B. Hey there, Just Jill. Welcome, Just Jill. How are you doing? We also have Moesha, Nesquik Milk, Fairy Elephant, Kelly L, Nolabu, Kelly Wade, Jen Puff. Hi there, Karma Killers. Happy Memorial Day weekend to everybody. We got Perfectly Imperfect in the back. Hello.
Hey, Monty, how are you?
I'm fine.
Good. I feel like there's so much going on, but at the same time, nothing's happening. Like, does that make sense?
Yeah, it does make sense.
Yeah, I just feel like it's the same old, you know, crap going on.
Yeah. So, how do you feel about her going to Montreal? She went there on
Last night?
Friday and she was there last night, which is Sunday. It's like, how can you do that? It's like you were there Friday, you traveled there, you went back. And then even before that, she was like 2 or 3 times, even that week, she was in Montreal. That is so much traveling wear and tear on your car. Hey, Daisy.
Well, she's obsessed, so.
Yeah, I guess so.
when you're obsessed, it's you do crazy things like that. What gets me though is like she completely lied yesterday, telling everybody she wasn't going. And I mean, I guess that's a cash grab. I guess she knows what she's doing. Lying, saying she's not, because we all know where she's going.
Yeah, but she just straight faced told people she's not going to Lachine while being in Alfred, Ontario on her way to Lachine. Like, make that make sense. It's like, why would you even do that?
Exactly. I don't get her. I just don't get any of this. And I agree with your chat. I mean, I think she said Dee Dee's not letting her in. Like Dee Dee's, I guess, done right now. Um, which makes sense. I just can't even imagine how awkward it would be to have a woman in my house who just, shite talked me on the internet numerous times.
Mm-hmm.
No, thank you.
All right, so I guess Dee Dee crosses the line if you repeatedly say that her vagina smells a certain way, but it's okay to call her Chris Farley. It's okay to call her a transgendered person, which was extremely offensive. All these other names, those are okay, but when you say that her parts smell a certain way,
Yeah, and
then
don't forget, it's also okay to dox her elderly mother and
yeah,
then tell people to go and harass her or wish that people go and harass her. Apparently, that's okay too. But yeah, don't talk about her private parts.
smelling because you could talk about it before looking
Yeah.
like Stephen Harper multiple times. That's okay. But when you talk about it smelling in a specific way, then that's just crossing the line. No.
I know. And she's just tough. Like the other night, her on and, you know, on her soapbox telling people, what to be a good human, accountable beauty. She blocked her because accountable beauty had the audacity, to wish that she goes bankrupt. And Chantal's like, who would do that? You, Chantal. Didn't Chantal wish that Dee Dee would go bankrupt?
Yeah, I thought I heard that.
Yeah, she did. So she's just a mess. I don't know. I don't know. I know people think mental illness. I just think she's a big spoiled brat who, when she doesn't get her way, this is what she does. She gets angry and rages and stalks and she's with somebody right now. We all know why Natter's with her. We know it's for the money,
Yeah,
obviously. Yeah.
for sure, for sure, for sure. Everybody, if you want to join the panel, then join the panel. The link is there. Do you think she's gonna go back to Montreal today?
Is water wet? Yes, I do. She will be back.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that she hasn't started yet. I mean, it kind of is early for her, but she could start now or maybe 2 or 3, who knows?
Well, like you said, he doesn't get up till 3 or 4, so he's probably sleeping.
Yeah.
So we'll probably hear from her in a couple hours. She'll start getting ready. She'll probably say she's going to go see the Montreal guy or the motor. I don't even know. It's all baloney.
Yep, yep. Exactly. As long as Netter allows, she will go. But man, what kind of? I wonder how much it used to cost me. I don't know, like 20 to 20. Let's say $25 to go to Montreal from Ottawa. But now the gas price is almost double. So let's just even say $40. That's like $40 maybe each way. So maybe we could say maybe 60 to 80 Canadian dollars going back and forth. Might as well just go to a hostel or something. That's a lot of money and a lot of wear and tear on your car. Hey, Curl Connections, welcome.
Hey, everybody.
Hi.
How are you guys?
Good. How are you?
Pretty good. I just wanted to understand, like, what is the obsession with Natter? Like, I have never seen a person that's so obsessed with another human the way she is. Like, what is the deal with that? I mean, we all know she's had other boyfriends, you know, but Natter of all people,
I don't
I don't.
know.
It's just weird to me.
Maybe it's those really nice hotels he brings her to.
with the, with the burns in the sheets.
Yeah.
With somebody markering a PP on the inside of the sheets for
Oh
the
my!
win.
I don't know.
I
Hey,
just
Sunshine
don't.
Granny.
I don't understand what her deal is with him. Like, is
Do you
it
do you think it's because he rejects her
probably, you
and
know,
Dee Dee, of
a lot
course,
of people want what they can't have.
especially her. You tell her no, and she wants it more.
Right. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's got to
She-
be that.
I mean, seriously, like, all kidding aside, she really needs to talk to a therapist. Like, it shouldn't, a regular normal person shouldn't be so obsessed with another person. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
You're that obsessed to the point where he rejects you, you run to the police and lie about SA. That's crazy.
And then continues like when she got into a fight with him 2 nights ago. She was claiming it happened again, and then even saying more TV has happened since then. No, this is going to be repeatedly. She know she is. Yeah, she's the worst of the worst. I mean,
Yeah.
using serious topics like this and using them as revenge. That's disgusting.
That's crazy. And that's why there's a lot of different men in jail because of females like her, and that disgusts me because I have brothers. I have a son. You know what I'm saying? And that would hurt my heart to 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 think that a woman would try to use her power like that against my child.
Yeah, and also she makes women actually going through it not be believed. So it's on
Right,
both ends, 100%. Yeah.
right. Like, that's crazy. I mean, it's a lot of women out in the world that have you know, been through that in some type of way. I went through it as a teenager. And but I'm not running around because someone rejects me and like, oh, by the way, yeah, he did this and did. No, that's crazy. I wouldn't even teach my daughter to do some crazy stuff like that.
Yeah, but this is the same person who last night in her 3 a.m. stream talks about unaliving herself. And then she's like, I'm just kidding, guys. So
That-
she's disgusting. She's disgusting.
yeah, she even told Monty to wake up.
Yeah. Yeah.
OMG, I was just about to show the Reginald doll, the one for like 3,300 something dollars, but then they have pictures of his PP on the
Oh,
side. Good thing I did not show that doll.
oh my god.
I'm in so much trouble.
That would have been a new arc.
Right.
Right? But he's in like a business suit and he has his PP out and a belt, real kinky, just the way all Foodie Beauty likes it.
Oh wow. She was looking for you this morning, Monty.
She was.
Mm. She told you to get out of bed with your, I guess, your girlfriend or whatever she said. It was crazy.
It's my adult size blow up doll I was in
Uh,
bed with.
oh, okay, okay.
He's like, okay, that's cool.
We don't
Yeah,
judge.
that's
We don't
cool.
judge.
No judge over here.
You're all good.
Right. Exactly. Wow. That's crazy. I just don't understand her. I can't watch her. Like, if I don't watch her from this channel or from your other channel, Monty, or some other reaction channel, I can't watch her. She puts me to sleep.
Yeah, she's boring. That is
Yeah, somebody asked me, am I gonna react to the last two live streams? Like, they're unreactable
Yes.
unless I cut them up. How am I gonna react to her? her eyes zooming around Orange Julep, looking at all the guys. Because on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, specifically more Fridays and Saturdays, it's like that is go time for Orange Julep. Like everybody in the city is there because Orange Julep on Fridays and Saturdays closes at 4 a.m. Any
Okay.
other day, they close at 3 a.m., but they close at 4 a.m. because it's that busy. You could go there midnight, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. People are still there. And it's not like a small amount, it's like a shit ton of cars, a shit ton of people from all over the city.
Mm-hmm. That reminds me of Cafe Du Monde in New Orleans.
Yeah, there's just places in every city where you find people there like 1 or even 2 a.m. There's just always somebody there.
Yeah, when I was growing up, it was Denny's.
The
Denny's was
Denny's.
like the place. Yeah.
That's funny.
Dennis used to be popping when you get out the club.
Right? Yeah, I know, right? Like those after club places where you could eat and
Mm-hmm.
whatnot. And then I remember her talking about Ruby Foods. When did she talk about Ruby Foods? Was it yesterday or the day before? I think it was yesterday. Yeah, it
Yesterday.
was yesterday because that's when she drove from Lachine. And at first she was lying. She was like, "Oh, where am I? Is this Laval?" I'm like, "No, sweetie. Laval's on the other side of the island. That's North Shore. You're more closer to South Shore because you're in Lachine." And then her GPS is like, "Ooh, Victoria, 32 East Avenue." I'm like, "Bitch, that's right where Dini's at. Like your GPS is giving you away. Are you trying to play it off like I'm stupid? Like I don't know where Laval is."
Wow.
Uh,
And I was like, I gotta make a video about this because it's so ridiculous. Like she's right there at that intersection, playing it off like we're in Laval. Like I don't know what I'm.
So is Didi not allowing her to come back?
Yeah, that's what a lot of people are saying, and I believe it. Okay, we got Reggie the veggie. Hey, Reggie.
Hey,
hey.
how's it going?
All right, how you doing, Reggie?
Good. I-
Happy?
I'll I'll just let the cat out of the bag. It's Kidney J.
Oh, I.
I was
Oh my no. I thought this was Reginald.
um yeah, I was looking for him. That's why I wanted the link. I don't know. I got lost. I just like the search kept showing Reggie Pipes, which is something totally different. Um
Yeah, how different was it?
just a different genre, we'll say, a blow up doll. Um
Oh,
Oh, Reggie Pipes is chocolate.
God. And you know what? That's
Chocolate.
why I just laughed when you asked that question,
Hey
Monty.
man, that's a good name, Reggie Pipes.
Oh my goodness, not Reggie Pipes.
yeah. So that's why I had to ask you for the link.
Okay. All right,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Okay. So, she was talking, yeah, last night. She was obviously completely desperate for attention
Mm-hmm.
with calling out for Monty. Um, I think she just wanted anyone to cover her. Sorry, Monty. But it's just, Monty, you're always around, right? So I think she was a little taken aback that you may have, I don't know,
Not
not
being
been
around.
not
Hey,
been around, yeah, with
it's
your
like 2:30, three
lover.
o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
And just like on a serious note, I missed the part someone said she was threatening to unalive herself. I
Yeah,
missed that.
it was like it wasn't long. I watched it on Pulpy this morning. It wasn't long. Where she was like, "Do you ever just feel like life just isn't worth it?" And it kind of got real somber. And then she's like, "I'm just kidding." Like, yeah, joking. It's not
That's
funny.
that's not funny.
No, not funny.
Sorry, y'all. That's my dog in the way.
It's all good. Wow, I guess I missed that because, man, like that live stream was so super boring. Just in front, whining and pining about Natter and this and that. I'm like, I can't react to this. How am I supposed to react to this?
Oh my goodness. And she was talking about how sexy he was. I was like, ugh.
She was talking about how sexy it was. Meanwhile, she's got basically kicked out.
Right.
Yeah,
She
okay.
also said, by the way, now she's back to believing that Nads and Dee Dee are just friends and they've
Oh,
never slept together. So we're there again.
well,
Oh my god, I can't
I
handle that.
Yeah,
had a throuple.
I know. Like you literally saw them doing sexual stuff together. I don't know. She's I denial.
Well, not only are Dee Dee and him, like, obviously having sex, I think, and this is just speculation, I think Dee Dee may be more backdoor friendly. I'm just saying it. Like, I'm not even joking. And I think maybe Natter, that might be one of the things Natter prefers, right? And why Foodie gets the boot.
Probably.
Was she getting a lot of super chats with the whole like unaliving situation? Just curious.
Didn't see any.
No, I didn't. I don't think she made any much super chats at all. I don't
Yeah.
even think she had a lot of people in there. And it's interesting to me because as I'm watching this, Pulpy's thing this morning, he's got her chat going. When she's driving, they are so much shite talking her,
Oh
and
yeah.
then as soon as she gets back on, they're like kissing her arse. Why we know she doesn't go back and read her chat, obviously, and they know it too. But those people don't have good intentions for her at all,
No, most of them are trolls.
Yeah, they are. And can we talk about this hat club?
Oh, the Bay Nation hat.
Oh my, $50
$50?
yeah,
I think not.
and she claims she's not getting any money off of it, but she's using her Patreon. So I don't know. The whole thing is just weird. $50, that sounds like a foodie scam to me. I don't know.
All
So
right, can you
yeah.
explain this hat club to me because I'm kind of lost with that. So she's collaborating with Bay Nation, especially specifically Kay is making the hats, right? And
Yeah,
she has it on her Patreon.
I think like she claims she spent $500. She got a bunch of them. That hat with FB on it is one of them. And the link I thought it's on her community tab, and I thought the link was her Patreon. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's theirs. I don't know. But she's basically she's like sponsoring this hat thing, which I believe Garlic is it Gorlick Boy or Gorlick
Garlic bread.
yeah, he's done a couple videos on it, saying
Okay.
that it's against TOS because she in the video where she tried the hats on, she was telling people to buy the hat, and
Is it
he
the crocheted hat she had on?
yeah yeah
That's $50.
yeah you can join. Hey, and she's like telling people to join this club. You get like a random hat a month for $50.
Nah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I think Gorlick Bread was saying it's against terms of service because she doesn't check off the paid promotion
Yeah
Mm,
tab.
yeah
Yeah, but $500 is way too much, like
yeah. She bought.
for those hats.
Yeah, it's crazy. I just can't imagine. I mean, we know Foodie. She doesn't seem to be the most genuine person or generous person. So for her to do that, I just would think I don't know. She claims and Bay Nation claims she's not getting any money, but I don't know.
I, I don't believe that.
Yeah, I don't either.
So the Patreon she linked actually goes to Bay Nation's Patreon.
Okay.
Um, uh, I don't know what that has to do with hats though, because it's not like you click on their Patreon and it's a link to get a hat.
Maybe they took it down because of all the negative press. I mean, everybody's like fit. Like I know crocheting is very hard. I get that. I know materials cost a lot more, but $50 just seem for one hat. That
Mm,
just seems like awfully expensive.
yeah.
So the Patreon is a hat club. Is that what you're saying, Shari? That if I click on their Patreon and I sign up, then I'm signing up to be part of their hat club? Or am I signing up to get like a video once a week? Or is that video once a week if I sign up for $1.50 per month, like a Hack Club video? That I don't know because I don't know much about Bay Nation. So,
Okay, so it says select a membership level. Exclusive Bay video for $1.50 a month. Bay Nation videos once a week. That's what you'll get. $7 a month is a private Zoom, 30-minute private Zoom plus previous rewards. And then $13.50 a month, exclusive digital drawing, one digital drawing of your choice in her style drawn by Kay plus previous rewards. So I don't see anything about, oh, there's another level, sorry. $67 a month.
Whoa.
Yeah, that gets okay. So this is the Hat Club, I guess. So $67 a month. Once a month, you receive a crochet hat created by Kay in a random color, unless it's custom. No refunds. You could cancel at any time. If you join after the 15th, you will receive a hat later than everyone
okay.
else.
All right, to clarify, so that the Hat Club is the 50 US dollars, which is 67 Canadian
Canadian, yeah.
dollars. Yeah.
That's it. Okay. So, yeah, I guess she was promoting that for sure.
Yeah, nah. Nah. The hat that Monty received for his birthday looked better. And which I ordered two, by the way.
Oh, awesome. That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Caffeinated Owl.
Right. And she's so awesome. She's so nice and patient. And my daughter fell in love with the hat as soon as she saw it. She was like, "Oh, I want that one." I was like, "I gotcha." And I'm glad, Monty, that you put her information in your live because it was so easy to find on Etsy.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
But $50 for, okay, I guess. Some people gonna buy it. Didn't some people buy the whole
Postcard tier.
yeah.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, and look, some people are still subscribed to her on not Patreon, the OnlyFans, and yeah. When was the last time she did anything for that?
Good question. Yeah, I don't know. This girl.
All right, so French your mama said many
Right.
people who crochet said those hats aren't worth over 10 to 20. Okay. Well, I guess they're making money somehow.
I'll get my grandma to do it.
I wonder how Bay Nation's numbers are these days. I think I went in just to check it out a little bit, and they were like painting something,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like they're just painting and not really paying much attention to the chat. I was like, okay, yeah, this is not for me.
Yeah, they usually just do their own thing on stream, like the camera's not there. Every
Yeah,
once in a while, they'll interact and say, hey, but they're usually like eating or cooking or like painting and stuff.
Is that who did her Foodie Beauty picture?
Oh, like the new banner, the recent
Yeah, the
banner?
banner she has.
No, I honestly, I'm not sure. Maybe the chat would know.
yeah. Do you know chat? Because she's changed that banner a few times
Mm-hmm.
recently. Yeah, because she's been changing up a lot of things.
I guess.
Bay Nation is a couple of sisters. How about that?
Are they a couple or sisters? They're sisters, I do believe.
Yeah, they are. All right. So what else is there? Foodie Beauty? Not around yet, I guess.
Well, she had a late night fantasizing about you.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe she needs to put a picture of me on Reggie Pipes.
On Reggie Pipes?
Yes.
Are we showing Reggie Pipes or
Should we even show it? No. OMG, on Reggie Pipes, the Amazon package, it says 3D molded face, 3D molded nipples, firm realistic cock, and tight realistic ass.
I
It
know that
actually says,
already.
yeah.
Why do you
I'm
think
like,
it took me so long to get on stream?
and the package actually says this tight, realistic ass. I'm like, all right.
Wow. Now, Monty, she put your picture onto her little, what is that, a llama? Or what does she be
Yeah,
hugging?
the llama.
The llama, yeah. The dirty llama.
Yeah, what about it? You want my picture there?
Yeah, that's what she put your picture on last night. She was fantasizing about you.
So she'll take it off the ceiling and put it on the llama.
All right.
Oh no.
Oh,
Okay, so do we think this move is happening? I guess it's June 1st, Wednesday?
yeah.
I
Yeah.
guess we are thinking it's gonna happen, yeah.
So
it's totally.
previously it was, remember she was talking about a fully furnished apartment, right?
Yeah.
Right.
But we think it's gone downhill since then, right? Because of where they've been looking at apartments, like by that Motel Metro. I think Monty, you said it's like a cheaper area. It wouldn't come with a fully furnished apartment, I
It,
would assume.
it could, but the equivalent of like that area would be like Parkdale, or like a hood.
Mm.
Okay, got you.
Yeah, like Parkdale in Toronto, or Chattahoochee, or Chalk Farm.
Yeah.
Like an area where you have cheaper rent, but it also comes with a lot of other problems, with people being boisterous,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of issues that people in those areas have to deal with. So yeah, somebody was asking, they didn't see the part where she was talking about me. Let me put that on right now so everybody can see. Shout outs to Shenanigans for clipping this. All right, I think I have it. Okay, I got everything. Here it goes.
Cracker with Wendy's. Am I stoned? I can't tell. I have some tea, and nobody knows this tea except for you guys. So late night club, you're gonna get it. Monty, you got your alarm on? You fucking get up. Get out of bed with your friggin' lover you're cheating on me with, you fucking infidel. I would never date Foodie Beauty. Crusty stuffish, crusty stuffish. Want to see the color of my bra?
No.
Monty, that's for you.
See?
Yep.
All is full of love. Cracker with Wendy's. Am I stoned? I can't tell. I have some tea, and
My gosh.
Wow, wow, wow. OMG. I think she's using the word infidel incorrectly. I
Right.
think she meant infidelity, but she said infidel, which is a completely different thing.
Infidel.
Goodness.
Right, yeah. So
Fucking infidel.
somebody needs to correct her on that.
Or not.
Right.
What Foodie doesn't understand is, like, I hate to use the phrase that Monty is out of her league. It's more, I believe, like attracts like, and Foodie Beauty right now is a complete hot mess, right? And she's attracting people like Natter, Dee Dee. I don't know what the deal is with the motorcycle guy, but Roman. It's not going to happen with Monty. Um, I truly, firmly believe she thinks Monty is into her. I do. Just the way, you want to see the color of my bra? And that Monty is up at 2, 3 in the morning, like just waiting to like cover her. So that's all I have to say about that.
Yeah, she also claimed I think the motorcycle guy told her he loved her.
Yeah, she said he told her that he loved her this morning.
And she said that was a red flag for her. I was like, sweetie, if there were red flags, you'd be running towards it because you think it's a carnival. Let's
That
be honest.
is-
Yeah.
because
Foodie
I'm
said no red flags.
anybody that give me an STD, you don't have to worry about sleeping with me ever again. I don't care if it is curable. That is gross.
Yeah. There's so many things you know.
That's crazy.
And the tea she had to spill was that she saw Motorcycle Guy twice, and apparently Natter doesn't know. And her words were, "Oh, they made out
It
pretty
made
bad. They made out pretty bad," or something like that.
uh-huh.
I'm
But
sure
she
Natter
meant,
knows.
but she meant bad as in good, because when it's bad, it's bad. But when it's bad, it's good.
Oh,
But I think really her bad really mean bad because it's never good.
Mhm.
yeah.
It's just like I'm completely lost right.
Sure.
It was not too deep.
I think she just didn't have a command of the English language last night, and it came out. We made out bad. I don't think it was like we
Yeah.
made out bad.
Okay. Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
her command was off there.
That's
But
crazy.
there's bad and then there's bad. Like, like it's good.
So for her it was bad,
Well,
right?
she wants it to be bad, but it was just bad. Not
Oh.
bad, because bad is good. But bad is just bad. Bad is good. But it was just all bad. So it wasn't good.
Okay, Monty, you're confusing me.
Yeah,
Crazy.
there's a good bad and then there's a bad bad. All right, we got internet tea. Let's put internet tea on. Hey, internet tea, what's up? Hey, Joya. Hey, everybody.
Hey,
Hi.
internet tea.
Hi. How are y'all?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. Just taking a walk. No, I was just coming in, see what's up.
You should have
I
took
see you
yeah.
guys were coming. I was gonna, yeah, I didn't hear the beginning of the stream. I just popped on. About the motorcycle guy.
Yeah, what
Yeah,
about him?
what? Yeah, so she just trying to make, was that like a jealousy thing? Saying he's in love with me.
I think
All of a sudden, that's a red flag, right? But
She
not
says,
made her, telling her to move in before they even met. According to her, when they were on the phone, like the first time they ever talked, that he wanted her to move in. That's
sure.
not a red flag.
or the homeless woman on his porch at 2 a.m. or the pregnancy test in the trash. Come on.
And the poppers and the gonorrhea.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Not the pop.
Or how about his arrest record of stabbing 2 people? That would be a red flag.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of cars. I'm just waiting to walk up to this trail. I don't know if you can hear all the
Or
cars.
that, she has to pay him to be with her. That's a red flag.
Yeah, true. Many red flags were ignored
I'm sure
along
she's
this
already on her
entire
way to
year.
Montreal today.
Absolutely.
I mean, she literally doesn't sleep. Like that one time I went on that RSA and I told her and she was like kind of quiet. Like, I was like, yeah, you never sleep ever. Run back and forth, back and forth. And in reality, it doesn't matter to any of us except the people that live between Montreal and Ottawa. That is extremely dangerous for driving on no sleep. But
Do
she doesn't
you
care.
think by her, not sleeping the way she's been lately, is she back on the booger sugar?
Yeah, that's what people think, especially with her being up like last night. Yeah, she was definitely acting weird. I know she took wheelchairs, but there was more going on there.
Right.
her eyes, she couldn't even open them. Her eyes were just little slits. Like she just was bad last night.
Well, she did say it's the summertime and she just wants to be. So I think she wants to sort of uh, recreate last summer's what she would call magic, I guess. So
Love affair.
yeah. So I think maybe she's back on it. Just speculating.
And that's probably why she wasn't asleep that night at the motel, and she was on live late that night.
Yeah.
Yeah, the both of them.
Uh-huh. Well, I guess.
Somebody said, where do we think Foodie will be in 12 months from now?
Mm.
I don't want to say it.
Me either. I'm thinking it, but I don't want to say it. If she don't be careful with the way she spends money, for sure, she's gonna be in a bind as far as finances.
Yeah. I'm actually more worried about Pete's, homeless Pete's.
Yeah.
Because yeah, he in danger. She doesn't give a shit. When was the last time she was she wanted to rehouse him in, where was it, Monty? In Toronto, when he wanted to get his comic book job. Oh,
Yeah.
Toronto
Oh, Toronto
Arms.
Arms. Yeah. Toronto Arms.
Yeah. But now there's no job prospects for him. He's getting no government assistance. And I think the window has gone by where he could actually apply for disability.
Mhm.
Cause I don't know how long when he last worked, if it's been a year or not. Maybe chat can help me out. When he actually officially just like left.
What, the job?
Yeah. His
It was
call center.
it was in and around the time he made his channel. I can't remember if it was right before or right after. But check his channel date and then you will have your answer. It was around that time because it should be October or so if I can remember correctly, because I remember going to Montreal. Yeah, 9th of October 2021 is when he made his channel, because I remember one of his very first or his second stream. I was in a hotel room and we were going over it and they were talking about his girth and he was like he's decently large, right? Then I did that song, you know.
Which
Pete's
song?
song. Princess song brings all the girls to the yard.
Because he's decently
And
large.
yeah, and they're like, it's decently large, and he's like, it's decently large. He can show you, but he'd have to charge.
Oh, you're giving him employment ideas now?
Yeah, maybe I will. Gigolo Pete's.
Maybe he needs those ideas right about now
Can
because
you imagine Pete's as a gigolo?
oh gosh.
Yeah, you can dress
Nope.
up as Ramona
Mm-mm.
I mean,
in
whatever
the,
works.
in the
Not
grandma
at all.
clothes.
Whatever works.
Was that Kidney J? I don't see her on screen.
I'm Reggie the Veggie. I was this close to
Oh.
being Reggie Pipes, but
Okay, I thought I was like that voice, but I don't see your name. No, when
yeah.
I was just curious when I know Canada's obviously different than the US, but you said after he quit his job he could have applied for disability, or did you mean unemployment?
Well, okay, so it's complicated because around that time it was in Canada we had CERB because of pandemic.
I have
But
no
the
idea why that man didn't get CERB. Go ahead, Kidney.
Yeah, the pandemic then switched CERB over to unemployment. But I bring up disability is because he left his job. The reason was he was depressed, right? And mental illness.
Mm-hmm.
So if he actually was following up with his family physician and a therapist, and he talked to the doctor and said, listen, I'm no longer able to work mentally, I just can't handle it, then they would be able to put in the paperwork for him to get disability. But I think that window has passed now.
Mm.
And I don't know why he would not apply for CERB when he had the opportunity then? I don't know. But he
like,
did say
so is that easy to apply for disability in Canada? I mean,
it's
in the US?
easy to apply. It's not
Oh yeah, I
necessarily
mean anybody can apply in the US.
easy to get.
I mean, like you have for like a mental health issue, you have to have years and years of documentation that you've been going to this, to that. It's, that you.
The thing is,
And then it's like almost impossible to get approved.
Right. The thing is, if he had done it at that time, they would see
They were,
that,
like,
and
more lenient.
if he was eligible and he did get it, he would probably get retroactive payments.
Okay. No, but what I'm trying to get at, since he doesn't seem like he doesn't have a history of going to the doctor.
Oh,
I don't
yeah,
think
for
he's ever
sure.
gone to therapy. I'm saying, so he could have just gone to the doctor or right before he quit his job, and they say, "Oh, you're depressed," and with like 1-2 doctor visits, they're that lenient, or
Absolutely not. It's in my fantasy world where Pete actually takes accountability and would be going to those regular appointments. Even a family doctor. Even a family doctor who could document that.
that has I understand. Okay, no, I was just curious how
no problem.
it was, because I mean, in the U.S. it's almost impossible for mental health since it's just not proven.
I wonder, has she informed Pete on the whole move?
Well,
no, he came in the room surprised.
Yeah, she keeps lying to him. I guess when he walked in this morning, 3:00, whatever, and I think the chat was saying, she's like, no, I'm not moving. So I don't think she has, because I think she knows. So look, we all know she's going to leave him, and she will justify it in her warped head. She'll find a way to justify it and not care. This is Foodie we're talking about. She acts like she's a good person. She is not a good person. She does not love anybody but Natter. She even said that. She said, Natter's the person I love most in my life. That includes her own mother, and that is sick. Really sick. Didn't see her family yesterday, because she say she was going to go do something with them yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah, but did anybody catch? Somebody asked her, "Oh, did your mom like the wig?" And she's like, "Yeah, she liked it," like implying that she had seen them, but like nobody questioned her.
Yeah.
Oh, she didn't even bring it up. Like, she was supposed to go to the zoo with them.
Yeah.
She didn't even
that's what it was?
mention it.
Nobody in her chat mentioned it. Yeah, it was weird. And somebody even said, I think it was in Popey's chat, somebody said, why aren't they asking her why she didn't go with her family? That's where she was supposed to be.
I think everybody I would have asked, but I think everybody just assumes that she just always lies. There's no point in questioning her, because it's going to be a lie anyway.
Right.
I mean, she would have just, she couldn't go to Tulip Festival because of social anxiety, but she went to the botanical gardens.
Right.
And literally in that video, we did not see one thing except Nader. That's it. Literally, I'm not even like being like, if I just popped on that video, I'd be like, why is she videoing this guy walking?
No, you're 100% right. It was all Natter. I know, 100%.
Yeah, it was just like she was his like photographer. Like literally, it was just him. If I looked for a tour of the Montreal Botanical Gardens and that came up, I'd be like, well, that's weird.
And then
it just shows a guy walking around.
Yeah, and what I found weird was, her feet got all messed up, and she was saying, well, they were new shoes, which I was like, okay, I've worn new shoes. But then she said she only walked for an hour. And I'm like, wait, your feet got that messed up after an hour?
They were just, like Payless. They were just like cheap plastic.
Yeah.
I can totally see, because they have that like band on the top, and then you get sweaty and hot. Yeah. And it's just rubbing, and they probably don't fit her right anyway. So her skin is just, going back and forth under there. They're not walking shoes.
Did you guys?
Why she bought them in this place?
Did you notice how he was walking ahead of her, and
yeah.
And then it was so awkward when she ended the video. His facial expression. I was, wow, he does not want to be there.
Yeah, no, he was trying to walk as far away as he could. And then she
No,
was this morning, she was like, "Oh, he's so good with kids. All the kids were coming over to him, and I only act like this around people I love." And she took it as meaning that he loves her. He does not
Again,
love her.
he doesn't love her at all. He doesn't even like her.
No,
have you guys seen Troll Detective's video where they show
she
like
uploaded a
Natter?
bunch today.
Yes, I saw that.
Yeah, I mean it captures it right there. He looks disgusted to
Mhm.
be with her.
Mm-hmm. And it's crazy.
No,
Why?
but I kind of think seriously, how in his, I mean, not defending him, but how could he get back with her knowing that she's such a loose cannon? I mean, even being friends.
Money.
Money, money, money,
I know, but
money.
I mean, she could just go tomorrow and do the same thing to the police and follow
Well,
through with
no,
it.
she's definitely not credible. And he knows that now. He basically, I think he has all the power now because no matter what he does to her, nobody's going to believe her now. She's just really messed herself up. She really did.
Not necessarily. What if from now on she's like taking video in the room, like, I don't know. I mean, there's ways, and if she goes to a different police department, I mean, to prove that I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I mean, I just, in general, why would somebody, like, she's just crazy. I mean, they're all crazy, but
Yeah, they are.
Well, that's how I feel about Dee Dee. Like, what the heck is her? What is she gaining in all this? This is, that's the one I'm just like, why are you in this?
She's gaining the green peen.
Ugh.
Do you think that Dee Dee has a case against Chantel, and will she go through with it, or they're just talking?
Well, they just started talking about a couple days ago.
They're talking right now, but I actually think Dee Dee will go through with it.
Oh.
So I didn't really watch the Orange Julep one last night. What was her reason for driving 4 hours round trip to be there for like a half hour?
To help.
Did she say?
Yeah, to help him with his thumbnails, because after a year of being on the internet, he still can't do his thumbnails. It's just ridiculous. Yeah,
So she went all that way just to do that. I thought he sends them to her, or she was hoping to get some green peen out of it.
Yeah, she also said that she was teaching him how to do it so he could learn on his own. If he hasn't learned on his own now, he's not going to.
Right.
I think she thought she was going to get in Dee Dee's apartment,
Mm-hmm.
and supposedly she admitted, like, Dee Dee wouldn't let her in. She said, Dee Dee's mad at me, which I totally understand. I guess Natter gave her some of the paneer, but he brought it out to her car. So it sounds like they were in her car. They didn't even go in the apartment.
She got kicked out.
Wow, that's crazy. I don't know. I already know. I mean, 100% she's already on her way there right now. She probably didn't even sleep. She probably not even changed clothes and drove there after she got off live.
That's so nasty.
Did y'all see the video when Natter hushed Dee Dee? Like, he was like, "Oh, y'all two just need to get along," and Dee Dee was
and then he muted it and yelled at her with the video off.
Out the window. He would have talked to me like that in my house. All his stuff would have been out the window, including him.
Yep.
I don't understand how these grown women allow this man to talk to them like that.
Desperate.
Oh Lord, not in my house. You ain't gonna talk to me and disrespect me any type of way you want. You would have been on the other side of the door and the locks would have been changed.
I mean, come on, look at Foodie. She's an attractive woman. She's not an ugly woman. She's actually, her face is really pretty, but she don't keep her body up.
No, well, I mean, when she has makeup and she's like, has the filters on.
Well, yeah, I'll agree with you on that one. But
I mean, everybody looks different with makeup, obviously.
She's not a clean person. Like, who wants that? What man want to be with a funky woman?
And burps and farts like out in public, like just like it's a normal thing. And then she's, oh, sorry. Oh, excuse me. No, just try to stop doing it. I mean, it's, oh, I almost shit myself. I mean, who says that on a constant basis?
Yeah. True. Ridiculous.
Right. That's
I mean,
just
and she swears she's such a catch. And then she was like, "Oh, all relationships are transactional." The hell no, they are not.
it.
Hell no.
No, they're not. I've been with the
No,
same guy. I've been with my husband for 22 years. We've been married 17 years. And I'll be damned if I'm gonna be obsessed with him. If he don't want me, I don't want him.
exactly. It's like, I mean, it's a partnership. I mean, I've been with my boyfriend for 14 years. We own a house together. I give him half my paycheck because we're building a pool, $70,000.
There you go.
I mean, I'm not. I buy groceries. He buys groceries. I don't. I mean, I'm saying he makes the payments on the pool. Is what I'm trying to say. Right now until we build the pool. But I'm just. I mean, it's nothing is transactional. I'm
Right.
contributing to the to our house,
Exactly. And they're not
and
building anything together.
that's what I mean. That's what I'm getting at. It's like what they don't even have. He doesn't even have an apartment. He
Nope.
doesn't have anything. She doesn't have anything.
She better hope her Kia lasts, because if her car goes out, she ain't gonna be able to do nothing, and she gonna lose her mind, especially not being able to drive back and forth to Montreal.
Monty, is credit? I mean, you lived in the U.S., so you know how U.S. credit is. Is it the same in Canada? I
Yeah,
mean, you have a
pretty
credit
much.
score. I mean,
Yeah,
it's the
everything's the
same
same.
scenario.
Yeah,
Okay, I was just curious about that. And then
yeah.
I noticed this morning in her live in the kitchen, she said, "Oh yeah, it's easy to rent to felons. You just have, you just have to find it." But I was like, I thought they don't use the term felons in Canada. She was using the word felon. Is it? Do people just use it like as a slang?
Yeah, I think context wise, she was using it, maybe as a slang. She doesn't really know the difference because we
Okay.
don't have misdemeanors and we don't have felonies over here. It's just like, you're charged with something. If you're guilty, you're guilty of it.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, can a apartment rental place or can anybody just do a background check like you can in the U.S. and see that he has a criminal record
Yeah,
for an
typically these
apartment?
days they do background checks for criminality as well as even credit scores.
Okay.
All
But
right. I
then
just was
remember he's supposedly trying to live in and around Little Maghreb, which has a name for itself.
oh, that it's what easy for for criminals to get housing or
I would say it's easier.
Mm.
easier. Okay,
Hmm.
just like there is in every town. I mean,
Yeah,
Right. Right. Wow.
Is he off of parole or probation? Is he off or he's still
Oh,
on it?
I think he's.
he's still on it.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Yeah, because she brought up a day or two ago that Dee Dee remembers his appointments, but she didn't because he was supposed to go to, I guess, Gatineau's like Thursday or Friday. I think it was the Friday, and Dee Dee remembered, and I guess he
so I
needed
wondered.
transportation. So I think that wasn't that the time when they were together. Was that the nights in? It's like there's so much live streams, but I specifically remember her saying, "Did you remembered?" And he had an appointment. It's either the Thursday, but I'm pretty sure it was the Friday, and he was mad at her because of that because she wouldn't remember.
Well, I
Yeah,
think.
because she didn't go pick him up for the
Yeah.
Yeah,
Friday. It was Thursday. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was the appointment was Friday, but she told him on Thursday, or he
Right.
told her, whatever.
And she said she wasn't going if you're gonna tell me at short notice.
She's such a busy woman.
Yeah. Right.
We all know that. We all know that. So, like, if her car breaks down, which she's still making payments on,
Right.
who was her mom gonna co-sign for it?
I have no
Because
idea,
she
but
admittedly has no credit, shitty
yeah.
credit.
Are you around birds, Internet T?
Yeah, I hear
Oh yeah,
squeaking.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. I'll turn it off.
I thought it was like
I'm
a swing, like you're going up and
no,
on a swing. Just the
no.
birds.
I'm just around the trail.
At first, I thought that was my dog whining at the door.
Yeah, no worries. Oh yeah, so we were talking about Nader and his, was it his record, his uh probation apartments. Uh, but yeah, I guess
You-
he's still on probation. I
Let
don't know until how long.
let me ask you this, Monty. Um, when a person is on probation, there, do they do like random drug testing?
I think that's at the discretion of the PO officer. So
Okay.
if his PO officers thinks he's, still doing substances or whatnot, then they will.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know how his relationship with his PO is. I have zero idea, but I can't even talk to that. I can only say it's at their discretion
Okay.
how they want to test them.
Okay. Because I know a lot of people, like especially here in the U.S., when they're on probation or parole, when they have to see their officer, they'll sometimes they're scheduled to do drug testing each time they go, or it's random.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. But yeah, we talked about this. I think we did talk about it months ago. It's like, why is he always doing substances, but he never gets caught if he is doing it? I remember we talked about gold seal and other ways to trick, because a lot of these guys, they know exactly when things will be out of their system. They know exactly what to say and what to do and whatnot, how to use like things like gold seal to flush their bodies out,
I heard
all
that
types of trickery.
for you though, right?
You heard it? What?
It's not good for your system.
Yeah, I think so. Maybe consistently it's not good. Maybe that's why he's sick, because he's getting tested, then he's gold sealing.
Yes, because that cough is gross. Oh my God. When is he going to stop coughing?
I have no idea, but he needs to get that checked out, especially living in Canada with our healthcare. Like, come on. He either has like COPD, GERD, or something. He could even have, something even more serious. Who knows?
I think he has chlorine gas cough. Look it up. Because Gary, okay, so I don't know if y'all know, the spray bottle uses vinegar and bleach to
Mm,
clean, combine. That
hmm
creates chlorine gas and it causes a chronic cough.
Just like
That's what he uses to clean his cutting board.
ammonia and bleach does that too.
Yeah. Anything with bleach, really, you're not supposed to combine.
Yeah,
Right.
But he
yeah,
mixes the
exactly.
vinegar and it's vinegar, bleach, and baking soda in that spray bottle. And that's what he uses to clean the whole kitchen and his cutting board, and then puts food onto it without rinsing it.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. He couldn't cook nothing for me.
Is
No.
it squeaking better?
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't want anything he cooks anyway. He burned everything.
You better check yourself. His cooking is good. Did you hear Foodie say that the other day? She's like,
I
and
heard her.
you all need to check yourself. He's a good cook.
There's not been one thing, and I'm not even like, I'm just like, there's not been one thing that has been appetizing.
Nope.
Like, I mean, like, not even trying to troll, like, just being neutral. There's not one thing. Can you guys think of anything that he's made that you would say, oh, that was good?
And
No.
ooh, yes, Natter. Oh my God.
Maybe, right? You got to do the moaning. That's part of the prerequisite.
I'm like, is it that good? Really? You're moaning? Come on.
Did
Hello.
somebody say that? Did
Oh,
somebody say that he left a bad review for the restaurant they went to? I don't know. I saw that like in somebody's chat that he left a bad review for the restaurant they went to the other day, the Indian or whatever it was.
Oh, I
I
didn't
don't know
even
if it was
know
a
that.
troll, maybe.
I got to check that out then.
He wasn't very happy with it in the car, was he? He
no, he
he,
wasn't.
he was saying that they don't have the same chef as the, and it's not very good. But so
You
because he
should.
was saying how brilliant it was and how tasty and how perfect. And I'm
Well,
really glad it was a total washout for them.
Chef Natter should go work there.
Oh,
Exactly. If he's so special, why doesn't he have a job? That's what I don't like. If he's so great at what he does, why doesn't he have a job?
What happened to the job that he's supposed to got in April? Remember that was his
It was
whole
a lie.
that was
That
a lie.
Foodie finally admitted it was a lie.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
if he lives 2 hours away from where his probation officer is, wouldn't they transfer probation officers unless he doesn't have approval to move? I don't know.
This is
I
where
mean,
it gets
like
deep, right?
transfer the
Because
case. Yeah.
there's what are the possibilities? He hasn't actually told his PO that he's moved, which is like very serious, especially since it's been going on for months now. Or he did tell them he did move, but they haven't moved his case or his file over to Montreal. What other possibility would there be?
I don't think he.
I think he's probably told him that he's just like on vacation, like just visiting.
I don't think he
Like,
told them that he moved.
Right? Like, yeah, it's either he did tell them that he moved or he didn't.
Nope.
So something, I don't know.
Because I feel like he wouldn't be having to travel to Gatineau. What is it? Every month he has to go and see his PO.
So why did he move to Lachine into a non-girlfriend's apartment after he'd just met them? If this job was fictitious, why has he just gone there for a long holiday?
Because he's a homosexual. That's the game plan. You see her apartment, it looks nice. You want to live there in a nice area. You don't want to live in the trap with what was it, 5 or 6 other people, including a rap boy that is, having the sexy time with your ex-girlfriend's mother that's allegedly 81 years old.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And he did get into a fight with one of them.
Yeah, and then got into a fight
Yeah.
and got a shiner. All this stuff going on. Yeah, you'd rather, move on up like the Jeffersons. Well, moving on up to the sheen on up.
that whole story when she was trying to explain the 84-year-old mother, and I couldn't follow it. It would sound like such a shit show. It was like something of, I don't know. It was like crazy. Did anybody understand it? Like, oh yeah, he beat up this person, and then the other one, rat guy, is doing this and that, and that. It's like it was so hard to follow. It was just like
It was a lot of stuff.
it was like something that
Oh,
you
I
couldn't
followed
even
it.
like make up. I mean,
So Rat Guy lives there, and he has, I guess, casual relations of the sexual kind with Natter's ex-girlfriend's mother that also lives there, because there's 6 apartments supposedly, but Rat Guy doesn't have his own, so he sleeps on the couch area and constantly watches rat movies / documentaries. So if you recall, I think Foodie Beauty did bring up that one of Natter's ex was like 47 or 48, something like that. I think that's the ex that whose mother is living at the trap. That Rat Guy is occasionally casually hooking up with. So there's a lot of intertwining, and remember the trap is also a place where a lot of things happen, right? Where people are very transient and they'll come there, and there's allegedly supposedly parties of the sexual kind that happen, interlaced with drugs and whatnot.
That's crazy.
And remember, one of the guys in the apartment was having issues with him. So not only did Nader have issues with Rat Guy and got the shiner, but he had issues with another housemate that had their own apartment. But Nader would go to the kitchen 2, 3, 4, 5 and start making food. But then the other guy works nights, and he had a problem with Nader going into the kitchen because he was still sleeping. So Nader had problems with 2 people. So if you have 2 problems with 2 people, would you want to get out of there? It makes sense that he wants to live with Dee Dee, less problems,
Yeah, but Dee Dee did
better
not.
area.
And
Well,
Dee
Dee Dee had to agree. Exactly. Were you going to say, well, why did Dee Dee invite him to stay? It's madness.
You allow some strange man to come and live in your condo?
Mm-hmm. It's weird, isn't it?
It's
Yes.
strange, but I've seen way stranger things. People are moving in the same day, the next day. Like, I'm like, why would you do that? Why would Didi do that?
Mm-mm.
I mean, Chantal basically was going to. I mean, she was spending days at a time, a couple days after they met over there.
Did
If it wasn't for the cats, she doesn't care about Pete. If it wasn't for the cats and people bugging her about the cats, she would have moved in there.
Yep.
do you think I was going to call her Lachine then? Oh, Didi is going through a bit of a crisis point of herself, meeting up with taking somebody else's guy from the on the internet. He's a really bad guy. He's not great. Do you think she's got a drinking problem that might be coming to her head?
Could be.
Losing her job,
I
making all these bad life choices.
mm-hmm.
Maybe that might be colouring her decision making skills. Maybe.
A decision of sharing a man?
Oh no.
I
I don't know. That's just something so outrageous. It's just
They
I
must
I
have
don't think
been
any.
taught of stranger danger. I mean, you taught that when you young, stranger danger. They just let people just move in and get the gap. That's just insane.
Well, like
I guess
Okie
it's the
Doll.
Canadian friendliness. I mean,
Yeah,
I've heard
Okie
people
Doll
in
just
Montreal are very rude. I don't know if that's true. I mean, I've never been there. I'm just saying. I've heard that they kind of have a different personality. So is she just an exception? She's
yeah,
just
but
friendly to everybody.
you
like
know,
I mean, she just invited strangers to live at her house. Let's Chantal sleep over there. Just everybody, let's just come in.
I wonder, do they have a scheduled calendar? On Mondays, Chantel get him. Mondays, Wednesdays, and what Fridays, Chantel get him.
I
And,
think
Yeah.
it's Nada's
and
calendar. Drea, I think it's Nada's calendar in his head, and he decides when he wants to phone Chantel and say, "Come up."
Yeah, that's why she
And
drives
when
around all the time. She just
exactly,
drives around in
yeah,
circles waiting for him to call.
you're
she
right.
she won't be saying, "Well, I can't see you on Tuesdays and Fridays," and oh, whatever. He's the one that's going to say, "No, you come here, I come there." Da, 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 da. Do you know? It's or go away, and he'll probably the one that decides when to pick a fight with her, so she'll leave. So I've missed last few days of the tea because I lost another pair of glasses, and
Oh,
I've been looking after the family dogs while everyone else in the family has gone to a wedding. I've looked up after all the dogs, so I've not been able to keep up with the tea. And so, from what I got from the chat now, she went to the Lachine, but she wasn't allowed in, so they stayed in the car overnight. Just have a meal in the car overnight. Is that right? Am I wrong?
I know he gave her food that he cooked, the paneer.
Yeah, so if we're talking about yesterday, she went to Lachine while denying she's going to Lachine, but it was quite obvious she was because she stopped at an LCBO in Alfred, Ontario, which clearly shows she was on the 17 going east. Because if you're going to go to Cornwall, you would never be in Alfred, Ontario. So it was
Right. Yeah.
completely obvious to me at that point. Then she got off, and I made my video saying, yeah, she's on her way. She's not going to see family in Cornwall. That was just all bullshit. Then she showed up on live stream on Victoria Street, Rue Victoria, saying how, oh, this must be Laval, something along those lines. She used, oh, where am I in Laval, something like that. I'm like, no, you're right where Didi lives, on Victoria Street at 32 East Avenue. Then she was going to Orange Julep, and her GPS was just so giving her away what she was doing. Then she shows up, eats. She talks about the paneer. I guess, was it paneer? I
Yeah.
guess it was. Yeah, it was paneer. And then she takes off after eating a little bit, and then she was like, "Oh, I won't be home until like 2 a.m. I might be on, but I probably won't." But she did go on, and all she did for nearly 2 hours is cry and whine about Nader. So we might suspect she might be going back to Montreal again, third day in a row of going to Montreal, then going back home to Montreal, going back home, going to Montreal, going back home.
That's
Why was she crying and whining over him? I thought things were back on and everything's fine. I mean,
Dee Dee won't let her into her apartment anymore.
I bet she will do though. I bet Nader
I think
will
over
walk
time,
around.
yeah, I think over time she will again because Nader might be, talking her into letting FB back in.
And did she have any understanding that it's all her fault why Dee Dee won't let her in?
Does she? I can't even speak to that. Does she really have an understanding?
She
Or is
did.
it just transient?
well, she said
Yeah,
that.
for now.
And is
Yeah.
that why she was whining and crying? There was no regret. It was just the fact that at that moment in time, she couldn't get into
her way.
Oh my! They could have had car sex.
OMG.
Come
in
on.
the Kia.
She's in a Kia.
Car sex with Foodie Beauty.
Come
Don't
on.
come a
where?
knocking if the car is a rocking sort of thing.
Oh my God.
Well, she's done it before.
Stevie
I'm pretty sure.
windows and all this sort of thing with the paneer and all
Remember
the hot
Fupa Guy?
sex
Oh no, not the paneer and hot sex.
in the car, in the Kia.
Oh.
I don't know.
Don't give me that thought, please.
Deb F says Foodie's a little large for car sex. Well, if she puts two hands on the back seat and then her legs are on the ground, touching the ground, I mean.
Thanks, Monty, for
Yeah, you're welcome. Or you put your hands on the trunk, you assume standing.
What, her trunk
Yeah, her trunk.
or the car's trunk?
The car trunk. The car
All
trunk
right.
is what I meant. Her car's trunk, yeah. You could do it. Or if
Or
it's too
Nada's
high
trunk.
for Foodie Beauty, she could always open the trunk and then put her hands inside. I mean,
Oh my
there's
goodness.
lots of ways.
She
It's
could
warm.
straddle him in the back seat with
Oh
her
my-
She
feet
could.
on the
She could
back
go.
window
Yeah,
and her
she
head
could.
on the gear stick.
Yeah, she could take the Mercier Bridge into Kanawaki.
Wait, y'all are taking this too far.
I'm sitting here picturing all of this in my head. Like, wait a minute.
Right, that's what I'm sitting here doing. I mean, they are really analyzing this.
They could have filmed it and made a fortune on Pornhub.
They totally right.
Oh, jeez.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, geez.
Catering to several niches
Mhm.
of decadence, shall we say? So, but you all think that that didn't happen, and she was crying and agreeing and everything because she was not getting any, and they didn't have any quality time in the car. I cannot see. Well, I can't see Dee Dee enough being sane enough to let her in the house and let them fuck on the chair anyway, or the settee, wherever they do. I mean, that's crazy. And I'm glad she hasn't let her in. But from the way that I saw this bit where I think somebody mentioned it before, where Nada told Dee Dee to be quiet and not say anything about Chantal while they were on stream together.
Yeah.
And not to talk about it. I reckon he'd say, you've got to let her back in and that, or else blah, 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 blah. And Dee Dee will do it. So he'll probably let Dee Dee keep her out of the house for one night, but not.
But that's
unless it's their ploy to get her to get the apartment quicker.
That is Dee Dee's place. You mean to tell me that she don't have any leverage to tell him no, she can't come here?
Nope, it's the takeover. Just
Jeez.
like worst roommates. It's just we talked about this like a month ago. Like he is slowly gonna take over that place to where he has zero say in anything. And if he gets that apartment, he's gonna also take that over as well.
Absolutely. And watch.
I mean, yeah.
He is not gonna be able to come.
And it's only because of Pete that he's not taking over the villa.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
I just hate how she's just like kind of gonna leave Pete's high and dry.
Has he come on? Has he come on his lives yet? Being shouting at anybody and losing
I
the
don't.
rag, or
Yeah, he
anyone
was shouting
seen him?
about. He was screaming about politics, American politics, a couple days ago.
Oh right.
Everything about
Yeah.
American politics, which I guess do affect Canada to a certain way, but not to the extent he
I think
does.
he's got the wrong end of the stick with American politics as well. He seems to be doesn't have that much. I mean, I'm not particularly up on American politics, but he seems to have a very odd way of looking at it.
Right. And
And
he's
if you don't agree with him, he goes
blo-
off. Like, are you guys not? Are you not listening to me? To what I'm saying?
he calls
No,
people.
because you're not.
And I mean, he just goes on a tangent. He goes off. I guess. Okay, Pete.
Well, hopefully is the wrong word. He may have the ultimate go off when Chantal leaves him high and dry with the cats. And the cats will probably get the brunt of it, which I don't like the idea of. But
Right.
it's always something that's got to be considered, because she's not even thinking about the cats again anymore, is she? She's just thinking about and she's doubling down on the fact that he's a nice guy, I imagine. I've not heard last night's rant, but he's a nice guy. He's got really good qualities and he's nice to me. You don't see what he's like when the camera's not on and all the usual.
So you said you missed a few days. So you
Yeah.
already know that she's looking to have a baby? Did
Oh,
you hear
well,
that
yeah,
part?
I knew that she was
Okay, you're
wanting
not that
to
far
adopt.
behind. Okay.
Yeah.
Now she knows that's not possible, though.
There's no
I
way
don't
on
know.
earth. There's
It makes
no way
like the
on
way
earth
she said,
she
I just
would
want to have
adopt.
babies with him. I just want to have babies with him. I just want to have with him.
Yeah.
And it,
The only
physically you
thing,
can't.
even him, they just have to Google her name and look what comes up. I mean, who's going to give
I'm saying
that
physically
a
she
child?
can't, and it's seriously like delusional the way she says it, as if she could get pregnant.
Right.
I mean, she doesn't say, "Oh, I can't wait to adopt." No, I can't. I can't wait to have babies with him.
And she
I
can't.
mean, first of all,
arrogant.
you're 38 years old. You can't function yourself. There is no way you're going to be running around a 2-year-old toddler or waking up at all hours of the night for a baby.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have kids, but I've watched my niece and nephew, 2 and 4, since the day they were born. They would spend nights and days at my house because their parents worked nights. And it was hard. I mean, I loved them to death. I did the most. I wasn't working at the time, so I could do it. But it's 24-hour attention.
Yeah. And also, I mean, if we get really dark, Nada would say, well, I'm going to get somebody else pregnant and you look after them. But I have a relationship with both women because Dee Dee's not going to have children now. She's even if she'll be in perimenopause as it is, and Dee Dee wouldn't have. Oh gosh, I'm sure Dee Dee wouldn't have.
She wouldn't. No. And I'm sorry, it's true. I mean, the older you get, it's harder for you to. I mean, it's just harder physically and mentally to take care of a child.
Yeah,
and
it is.
It's. I mean, forget about them coming out of your stomach, wherever they come from. If you're babysitting or whatever you're doing, it's extremely hard the older you get because, they tire you out.
Yeah,
so I mean, there's no way. And plus, the process? Okay, so she's 38. She'll be maybe 40 if they were to get, find somebody, pay them, do a surrogate, whatever. It takes time.
Yeah, and I can't see any surrogate worth her salt being the surrogate to her, especially an egg donor as well, giving an egg to her.
She doesn't want
I can't
kids.
see that. Unless I could see somebody very dysfunctional with real big issues getting pregnant to Nada and him having the baby, and then him ringing up Chantel going, "Hello, I've got a baby. Help us with it," sort of thing, and it just disaster all round. So I don't think there's going to be kids in the picture, but I tell you
No.
what, there could be kittens and there could be puppies, and which is going to be
Nah, I
even
don't think she would
worse.
get more animals. I don't know.
She
I don't
might.
think she would get more animals. I think a child is more like that's why she wants a child so bad is because he can't. I mean, his family expects him to have children. I mean, isn't that the like part of his culture? I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was going to say that. I can imagine Nada, because men can have babies way into their any age.
Right.
So I think he would want a blood baby of his own, a daughter, and she wants a mixture of them two. She doesn't want a baby and all the paraphernalia that go to the baby, like another human life. She wants a mixture of them two. So she should just get in one of those face apps and put his and her name, and you can come with the baby mix in between.
Okay. Did you all see the one on Instagram of his picture, like the face app on his it was his face, like modify. I think that's a picture of what they're like mixing the two of them, what they would look like. I think that's because since they started talking about
OMG,
babies, and then he
yeah.
posted that.
Yeah,
And
right.
then he posted that right at the same time.
I think you're onto something there. Yeah, probably
Honestly, it was like, so she started talking about babies, and then all of a sudden that picture popped up, and I'm like, well, it's not him, it's not her, but I'm 100% sure that's what they did.
Well, I did one of her and Pete's and her and Nada on one of those face, and one of her and Karate Joe, and the one of her and Karate Joe came out the best. Pete's came out the worst. Did. And her and the child of her and Karate Joe, but you can really. I really played around with it with different pictures. The worst pictures of her and the good pictures of her, and they were all a bit odd. But yeah, but I can imagine that's what she wants. That's what I'm saying is a little him and her. Which that is a lovely thing to feel. Our baby is going to be you and me, and a little mixture of both of us. That sort of cutesy sort of.
Well, Natter just wants a baby, so he has somebody to take care of him when he's old. We all know that, because he's not gonna be able to find women, so he's like, let me have kids that'll take care of me. He's just a user. He would never want a kid for the good reasons, but it would just be about him.
Yes, that's Maggie later one says a baby, permanent hold on Nada, 100%. Yeah. The old idea is beyond ridiculous. Yeah, it is. It's frightening, and it's also any child. No, but you brought up in that household.
You already feel bad for the cats. Just imagine children.
It's just dysfunction from day one, really, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness! No, please, no.
And the reality is, even if she didn't have the hysterectomy, she would have a very hard time getting pregnant. She's just way too large.
Right.
The medication that she's on would be very bad for any baby. So it doesn't even matter. Like hysterectomy or not, she would not be able to have kids. She's just not healthy enough.
And like all of a sudden she wants to talk about kids this and kids that. Any other time she would always say she doesn't want children.
Yeah. But it's a proof of love, isn't it? In a way, if him and her could decide to have the child together, it will be her proof of love of him, and most importantly, his proof of love for her. That's what it's an external, tangible thing to hold on to. It's okay. The engagement ring was a failure. How can you imagine a baby would be a failure, whether it's your own or adopted? Even worse, a surrogate.
Didn't she buy that ring herself?
Exactly. Yeah, she did. He didn't allow her to put it on the engagement finger. And remember all that hoo-ha in the trap house when she's going, "Yeah, we're engaged, aren't we?" And he just sat there like looking at everywhere else except to her.
He embarrassed her that night. I remember in that.
And he kissed her and he wiped his mouth and he slapped her home and he slaps her hair, a bald head now. He bites her back fat on the back of her head. Oh, these are real beautiful ways of displaying love. And she just tee-hees it around the place, doesn't she? And rat faces it. Someone did that to me. Would not happen.
That's crazy.
But I reckon she'll be in Lachine today.
Of course.
Tonight.
Of course.
Yeah, she'll be back there. Given extra. I don't know whether. Oh, I don't know.
I'm sure
Unless
she's giving money.
Yeah, sort of pays for the utilities and because there's no rent there, is it? Because it's her mum's old place. Is that right? Is that what universally agreed upon? Because that was an inherited apartment that she's living in.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that would make sense to me.
Sort of where her mum was, because it's a ground floor, I think, isn't it? It looks like a ground floor when you look out of the window.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
So it could have been her mum's old place, and then her mum went into a home. She got to live there.
So if she has the place and don't have to pay any type of mortgage or anything, I wonder, does he even help her with like utilities at least? Because I'm sure he's making some money from YouTube.
He just cooks and fucks. I think that's how he pays. His contribution to any woman has been around with, if he's this professional, isn't that what professional grifters do?
That's true. That's true. I love the way you said that, though.
Sorry.
No, you don't. Sorry.
Kitchen and bedroom skills.
Tell my husband that.
But yeah.
But I guess at least he would at least have to pitch in, you know what I'm saying, on part of the utilities. Come on.
If he's dealing out the goods in the trouser department, these women are happy enough to pay for everything else.
Okay, so what does he do with his money? If he don't have to pay for drugs, because Chantel, she supplies that. He doesn't have to pay.
Plays cards. He likes to play cards, doesn't he? And also squirrel. He likes to squirrel. I think he likes to squirrel away money and save it because he wasn't very pleased about paying for half of the motel room, was he? Or getting a hotel room and paying half of that. They had to get a motel room instead. So I think he holds on to his money.
Well, Monty, since we've all, said that they do the whole swinging thing, do you have to pay to get in those clubs?
Should I know that answer?
You knew the answer to everything else when it came.
Yeah, you gotta pay to get in the clubs. Especially, it's in that community. There is very contentious right now in terms of equality, in terms of none. The pay is skewed because all the clubs practically want the women in for free, and the guys pay because that's how they make their money. So as a couple, you pay about half, because what also happens is that as a couple, a lot of guys will be in relationships with a woman or women, and then have those women have activities with other men at those clubs. So that's why the whole couple thing is half. But single guys, you could either pay $60 to $80 to enter said club.
Oh wow!
But this is gender biased pricing. Yeah, there's also memberships. Some clubs have memberships where you pay a certain amount a year.
You get your
and you get a
ticket.
card. Yeah, pretty much. And then you're a member.
So the passports.
Sure. But yeah,
it's like your museum passport.
Right.
So a lot of people are not liking the gender biased pricing that, the women are free, but then the men have to pay.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's also the other thing where what if we are a two men couple, right? Or what if we're they them couples?
Mm.
Then each club has their own individual sayings and rules about those types of couples and whatnot.
Wow.
Or you just cut all that out and just be a grifter, and you seem to get loads of women for free,
I guess so.
according to
Yeah, I guess so.
Nads.
Homosexual.
Yeah, the gospel according to Nads.
Yes. How
Mm-hmm.
much are a pack of cigarettes these days? Still the same, I guess. I don't know, like 13 to 15, maybe 17, depending on the pack and the
Wow.
type. Yeah, I
I
wonder if
remember
he's
when
still
cigarettes went
smoking.
up to £2.50, and we thought it was all extortionate. £2.50.
How much are they now?
I think they're about 10.
Wow.
When I gave up smoking, it was about £6 for a packet of 20. Yeah, £6 or £7.
That is a crap ton of money. 23 euros. Wow. Extortion.
There's definitely a hobo.
But people are still going to be paying it. 23 euros, you know, 10 pounds, 12 pounds, 15 pounds, 20 pounds, whatever it is. There's going to be people that are going to pay, or maybe they'll just get native smokes. Native smokes is a big thing here. Where people go to the reserves, they get the smokes, like huge boxes full of them.
And how come they have cheaper cigarettes there, though?
I think it's the has to do with the taxes and everything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Don't you guys have that in the UK? No, nothing like that. Where you could get it cheaper.
Used to go across to Europe, go across the Channel Islands to France, and pick up loads of cheap cigarettes, or get smugglers bring them over, pirates and smugglers bring them over for cheap. But I don't know if that's stopped all now or not. I'm not sure.
And he looks like he smokes multiple packs a day.
Yeah, somebody was saying, I forgot who it was, that he does about a pack of smokes a day. I don't know, remember it was Foodie Beauty. I think it was like a pack a day. OMG. Can you imagine?
That's why he can't stop coughing.
Right.
COPD. I guarantee you he's got that. If he hasn't, he will soon. He soon will do. Excuse me.
Yeah.
I think so.
This is what I want to know. Why was she talking about how sexy he is? Talking about he has all these muscles and all this. Natter looks like a toothpick.
I think it's because he's shredded in a way that he's not got much body fat, and he's got definition on a tight. He's not like very thin, is he? He's like wiry. There is a bit of muscle. There is a tiny bit of muscle definition.
He has more definition in his crooked teeth than he does in his body.
But look, she just likes him. She does like thinner men. She does said that. She doesn't like fat men. And he's certainly not fat. I think she has a type. And she thinks he's gorgeous.
I don't see why.
No, I don't. But
I guess.
Yeah, we don't see it.
No, I don't. I mean, there's nothing about him that. If he had a really, excuse me, if he had a very good personality and was really sweet and was really, really good natural comedian, something that could make you laugh, then that would be very attractive. And then looks do not matter. But he's ugly on the inside, isn't he? He's outside. Well, that sounds terrible to say, but it's true, isn't it?
It's true.
Yeah, it's he's not got any redeeming qualities. I mean, even Chantel's got one, and that's the fact that she puts her eye makeup on ambidextrously. And that's the only thing that I admire in her. That she can do that. everything else she can do, I can do 20 million times better.
Right.
But him, no. Mm-mm.
And one other thing is he likes bald women.
Does he?
Yeah.
Does he like Chantal though?
Well, he did at one point.
Yeah, he might have like a sexual like thing for bald women, right?
Mm-hmm.
It might be
Masculine looking by any chance?
Yeah, well,
Maybe.
yeah.
Mhm.
Maybe. But wasn't he telling her something about her going out being bald or not having her hat on or something like that? Didn't he mention that in one of her videos in the vlog, I think?
I don't know. What, recently?
Yeah.
Oh, I think he's trying to say it doesn't matter what you look like. You should, because he doesn't like makeup, does he? Did he say he's not keen on makeup? And he likes people to be natural. This is all the fluff that he tells women to get, who probably aren't feeling good about themselves. And he's saying, "Oh, looks don't matter. It doesn't matter what you look like. You know, as long as you've got a bulging coin purse, as with money, of course."
Did Chilean, what's her name? Chilean Gypsy?
Oh yeah, we haven't had an update on that. If Chilean Gypsy went and seen him.
Yeah, she was go right.
Yeah,
I
on the
for
would have
24th.
heard from Chantal if that had happened.
Yeah, I for one am ready for a new woman involved in this. Like I just watch for entertainment. So at this
Me
point,
too.
I want someone new. That would be great. Like this is getting boring. DD and Chantal. So Killing Gypsy, if you're out there.
Chantal doesn't like new women. Look what she was saying about Shushu the other day.
Yeah.
About they were posing all dressed up, going out to the nightclub, and what's his face had a picture of her, and she's like dressed like sluts or slags or something. I'm going, what the hell? What is she saying that about? Oh, so women who were dressed up as slags, sluts? Why is she saying that? She couldn't cope with another one.
No, not at all. She would. You think she lost it when she shaved all her hair off when she was upset that he was with Dee? She would really lose it if there was another woman involved.
Nad's and Roman arc is needed. Speaking about something tangential to that, a lot of people or some people have been asking about him dancing like a bachebazi boy, and he keeps ignoring those questions in his chats. Is that your girl connections?
Yes.
What's so funny? But if you look at videos of bachebazi boys, they dance highly similar
Yes.
to how Nader dances.
Well,
Like,
I
no
thought
bullshit.
that, but I thought I didn't want to cross-pollinate cultures because I thought that was an Afghanistan thing, or am I wrong? Is it in different cultures?
But remember, he's been on his own for decades and he's traveled many places, many countries, right?
Yeah.
Who knows where he's been and what he's saying, if it's true
Oh,
or not.
right. I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that weird sort of slapping his forehead in the middle of his
He was
forehead,
dancing
pulling a
like
funny
he had a
face.
seizure. No, he was dancing like he was having a seizure. He looked a hot mess. I don't know what the hell that was. It was no rhythm. He looked a mess.
It's
Like-
that god awful music he plays, though. I think there is some. I think it does. Oh, I don't know. It's there is some rhythm there, but I'm not sure what to.
All right,
Can't imagine him dancing like that down the club.
we're gonna have to do some give some homework because people watch how bazi boys dance. Do your homework.
Yes.
And then we're going to talk about this the next time we're on MAD because it is literally he's dancing exactly like these boys are dancing with the hand movements, the feet and everything.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, I've thought that before, but I didn't want to say. I thought I'd have to. Maybe we should go and watch some more of that.
Or we're going to have to because Yeah, it's like the same movements.
Uh, oh, bloody hell! Yeah.
Yeah, it's the exact same movements.
So we shall see. Samantha says, Monty, I'm coming on for that live on panel, right? We gotta talk about it. We're gonna go over all his dancing, and we're gonna maybe do side by side or something, right? And it's like literally the exact same thing of how he's dancing. I'm not trying to make connections that aren't there, but it's just eerily similar, is all I'll say. And make up your own minds from what we say on panel from
An
late 90s.
anthropological study needs to be made. A compare and contrast study of the two. Yes, we'll have to do that.
Monty trying to be all nice and politically correct. No, he looks like a fool. Monty trying to be all nice and stuff.
Well, okay. I'm trying to hold my tongue here because I can.
All right, all right. So I guess that's the homework. Watch
Okay.
Bachi Boys, and we'll talk about it. Similarities, differences. What are your thoughts and everything? I guess we'll wrap this up for now. So let's go clockwise order as usual. Perfectly imperfect.
Yeah, nothing to say. I think we covered everything. She's a mess, but I'm addicted to watching it. It's like a bad TV show. But as always, I enjoyed being on panel with all you guys and Monty and the chat. So thank you.
Thank you. Perfectly imperfect. Appreciate you, Curl Connections.
Yes, I appreciate being up here. Thank you, Monty, for having me. Thank you, everyone. I love talking to all you ladies anyway, so I really appreciate it. Thanks again.
You're welcome, Sarinthia.
Thanks for having me. This will be content for years to come because Chantal gonna keep this up as long as she can. So
Uh huh.
we're gonna make
sure.
bank off of this for years to come.
For sure. All right, Natural Ginger, last but not least.
Well, thanks for having me on. Sorry I was late. Sorry I've been away, but I lost my glasses and everything went tits up this weekend. But never mind. Yes, she'll be at Lachine tonight. Definitely.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you, everybody who was also
Okay,
here.
bye-bye, people. Bye.
Bye, everybody. Thank you also. Kidney J was here. The internet T. Hopefully, I'm not missing anybody else, but I think that was pretty much it. Let me go back. Yeah, I think that was everybody. So thank you, everybody. Smash that like button for me, and I will see everybody another time. Take care.